Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in 30 days. So, for those of you that were following along, I just finished up a 30-day straight of rucking every single day, focusing on at least a mile at a time. And, you know, some days I didn't want to go. Some days I was tired, I was busy, I was sick. It didn't matter. This wasn't about fitness per se. Obviously, fitness is a great benefit of that, but this was about discipline and commitment and follow through, right? The small things that happen each and every day, which compound over a period of time. So I want to go through just a couple of lessons that I learned along the way and just share that with you guys while I had some time here in the office. So lesson number one that I learned was that you really don't need motivation. You need a standard, right? And when I'm talking about that, what I mean is that motivation comes and goes, but a standard doesn't. So if you set that standard and that becomes your threshold of accountability, that's it. That's your standard, and your motivation's not going to fail you at that point in time. Once I decided that I don't miss days, that decision was already made, right? So I was committed at that point in time. And that really helped propel me through that 30-day period there where I had a lot of things come up, right? For those of you that don't know me personally, I work in the corporate world, 40 plus hours a week doing that. I've been in executive leadership my entire career. We own a local residential commercial cleaning company. We have 6 kids. 3 of those kids are triplets, all age 4, right? So our life is crazy, right? And setting a standard of like, this is the new norm for me helped me stay consistent over these last 30 days. Lesson 2 that I learned is that the boring work is what changes you. You know, the days that I felt most pointless, those were the days that mattered the most, right? If I gave in to the monotony of doing this on a regular basis and strayed away from the standard that I set, that's when the complacency creeps in, and that's when I tend to give up, right? So I think I came about this from a different perspective, again, with the foundation of setting the standard and focusing on like, I'm not going to miss this no matter what over this period of time, these 30 days. Like, this is what I'm focusing on. This is what I'm going to do. And this is how I'm going to move my life forward. And that really made a difference. And that helped me stay committed. Lesson number 3, momentum compounds, right? I think that's like the biggest thing is like day 5 feels hard. Day 15 still feels hard, but it's a new normal for you, right? And then day 30 just kind of feels like it's a part of who you are. Like the systems are in place, the momentum is there, and I no longer feel complacent, right? And that momentum compounded to get me to a better mindset, to help me to um, just have a little bit better control of my day and my routine, and helped me feel accomplished on a regular basis 30 days straight, right? Like if I would have give up on it, then I would have felt like failure again, right? But I stayed committed. It's 30 days. It doesn't, maybe this isn't a big feat to some of you out there, but this is the start of the momentum and moving myself forward, right? So my goal is to continue to upload and focus on content creation for the next 90 days, where I just upload one thing per day, right? Not necessarily tied to a fitness aspect of things or anything of that nature, but tied to a commitment that's getting me out of my comfort zone and is getting me um, building the reps that I need to move the needle forward in a different area of my life. So I have that going on. So I'm going to commit myself to the next 90 days of posting daily content. So definitely Stick around, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate all of you that have subscribed so far and been a part of the journey. Um, Met a couple people through comments from the West Coast, Hawaii. So really cool, right? If this makes a difference to one person, then it's totally worth it in my book. The other thing that I'm going to do from a physical standpoint, and this isn't really content related or anything of that nature, but I did learn that having these little 30-day challenges really help keep me focused, right? So the next thing I'm going to roll into is a 30-day challenge of 100 push-ups per day. So that's, on the agenda. I started that today. 100 push-ups sucks. Let's be real. That was challenging. It's funny because I have gone through waves of doing push-ups on a daily basis. And as soon as you stop doing it, it's amazing how you lose that strength and you have to restart again. Because today, just starting that again, getting through 100, I did like a set of 30, a set of 20, a set of 20, a set of 10, so on and so forth. However, until I got it to 100. But that is really eye-opening with how quickly you lose that strength if you don't use it, right? So that's the next on the journey from a physical standpoint. Not because I need a challenge, but because I don't want to lose the momentum that I built and the standard that I just built, right? So I'm still going to ruck daily, and that becomes a new norm, right? And then from here, I stack it, and I'm working on 100 push-ups per day, and then that becomes a new norm. And then we continue to stack that along the way, right? So, when you're looking at these things, how does this apply to business? How does this apply to your family, faith, whatever you want to call it, right? In business, it's the same thing. It's not the big moves, it's the daily follow-ups, the calls, the consistency to your customers and your team, right? And the consistency that they see from you. So I think that's a big part of how this momentum and consistency rolls over into business. From a faith standpoint, faith isn't built in one big moment. I mean, it can be for sure, right? But it's built in daily time, built in daily prayer and daily obedience between you and God, right? And without that daily commitment and that daily connection with God, you start to drift away. And the consistency matters, the momentum matters, right? And the same thing with your family. It's not one big vacation that changes the family dynamic of your relationship with your children or your spouse. It's showing up every single day and being present. When you're with your kids, are you checking your email, or are you on Facebook and scrolling and looking at other people living their lives instead of you living your life, right? So that consistency and showing up every single day and being present with your family, like that's what I want. I'm not there. I need to get there. And that's what this journey is all about. So whatever you're thinking about starting, stop thinking about it, pick up something and do it daily. Don't miss. That's how your life actually changes. Thank you guys for tuning in. More content coming from the office, from rucking as well. Just overall working through life, business, family, faith, and some everyday tools and technology, EDC, and those types of things that affect my life, both business and personally. So again, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you like, subscribe, share. Definitely appreciate it. Have a great day, guys.